straight, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind.
Hey. Woo. I'm gonna keep that
Hello,
music
look
going.
at you.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm fading away inside the screen.
The what? You're fading. Your hat's
I'm fading
fading.
away inside the screen.
Yeah. We are here
How are you
close to
doing?
Halloween, so we dress up. I'm a
Hmm.
cowboy vampire. Forgot the teeth. So just pretend the teeth are in. Or cowgirl vampire. You know, we used to roller skate like this when I was in the 70s and 80s.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm just here enjoying summertime. Hint, hint, Hillary. Well, my hat's fading in
And
the
next
screen.
summer we will be in Barbados. I can't wait. I can't wait. We're looking
That would
for
be
tea
nice.
vendors in Barbados who wants to come on the show while we're down there and
Hmm.
display your tea. We are very, 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 very interested. So drop us a line at hot h.o.t pleasures with a z at gmail.com. Take it away, Teresa. I'm going to have fun with my live audience people here. I got to send them the link. So go on.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Tonight, our topic is going to be on I ain't scared to loving me. I ain't scared to loving me. My summer hat is just falling into the screen, but I'm dressed, ready for the beach, and Hillary's ready to be cowgirl,
A vampire cowgirl. Remember that movie?
vampire cowgirl.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's get on with it. Today we're really talking about confidence mainly, and here we're gonna let you know some ways you can build your confidence. So confidence is something that all of us wants. Some people you can spot it very easily, but some people they're more reserved in their ways, and it takes you a while, takes them a while to open up and feel confident about themselves. So some people even think it's like it's an impossible task, but tonight
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna let you know it is not. Okay, we're gonna just read some excerpts we have here. Good news is this sense of confidence isn't as elusive as you might feel. There are ways you can develop your self confidence, and it's basically in you already. It just needs to come out. So it's self trust in your ability to do stuff, your skills, your choices, your values. It comes. Hillary, send some information.
Yeah, I'm sending out the
It
We
comes
Live.
with, okay, it comes from within yourself and it makes you feel,
That's what life
it
is.
makes
Let's.
you feel
Oh,
in
hey,
your
Nicole.
inner
Hey, Nicole. Hey, girl.
knowing.
She said, "Hey, ladies, love the costumes. Thank you, girl.
Hey,
Thank you."
that's
Can use his
complimenting
hand.
us.
Thank you. Are you going, Nicolette? Are you going? Are you going to be doing some costuming for the Halloween? Are you going out? Cause you're in the city. So are you going out? Go on, Teresa. Continue. I'm just gonna go social media and drop this stuff out. Keep going.
Hey,
Yeah, keep going.
little, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Okay,
you. We
good.
can hear you.
Yes. Confidence is self trust and your skills, your choices, and your values. It comes from within yourself and it feels like an inner knowing, inner knowledge of your strengths and weaknesses while thinking positively about yourself. Self-confidence comes from information and ideas we take in from the world, our surroundings,
Yep, that's
things
true.
that support a positive perspective about ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Some therapists have us to say, like, often we enter into the world with abundance of self confidence. Children, for example, are children are good examples to consider when we're talking about confidence. They take risks, like simple things like jumping off a swing. If you want to go a bit younger, is like
Mm-hmm.
babies making their first step. They have confidence that they're in doing it. So when you see children doing stuff, try not to stifle them and say, "Oh, don't do that. Keep still," and all that.
Stop with
Encourage
that
them to.
no. That no is so
Sorry.
annoying. Do you know that Dr. Phil, I always quote his, do Dr. Phil's quote around this particular subject. Dr. Phil says that what a child is like a chalkboard. Whatever you put on it is what you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's true.
when a child is young and they're doing, when the child is young and they're doing,
When the child is young,
see,
Hillary.
sorry, I got distracted by looking at Nicola. She said, "Nah, I'm eating the treats instead." She's not going out. No, in their infancy, when you see a child expressing themselves, encourage the expression instead of,
Uh-huh.
saying the word no. We say no a lot or don't. We don't tell them what to do. So instead of saying don't or no, say do. Tell them what to do, and
Mm-hmm.
then explain what would happen if they do something else, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
for example, Kobe used to paint on the wall, right on the wall.
I was about to
So
draw that reference as
yeah, so I
well.
would paint. I paint a chalkboard there, and he started drawing on the wall instead, and
Mm-hmm.
end up in animation at Sheridan. So don't tell your kids
Mm-hmm.
no.
Yeah. I know of some friends. Well, yeah,
Mhm.
some friends of mine. They have in their children's room.
Mhm.
They have one side that is a chalkboard, a huge chalkboard.
Mhm.
And when they have like family night, the parents will they will pick a subject and
Mhm.
they will draw, and then the children will mimic or draw what they think it is
Yeah.
in from their imagination. They will draw it.
Mhm.
It's something like what they call Pictionary, where you draw something, people note speak, something like that game.
Yeah.
So that's one way of encouraging them. I know a girl, Julia, she used to always take her dresses and, pick them apart.
Mhm.
And her mom encouraged it, gave her a little sewing machine. And then from there, Julia's a designer today.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
She's a fashion designer.
Mhm. See, you never know. You never know what you when you're killing. And see,
Yeah.
and it's so interesting because we would say, when our parent, when I was young, oh, my mom stopped me from doing this or
Hmm.
this happened, but we turn around and do the same thing to our children,
Yeah.
exactly the same thing.
And
So,
it's because, like what I read earlier, the
mhm,
skills and the choices, the things that you did in your childhood
mhm.
comes back to you and you mimic them with your
You
children.
know those are called passions, right? That's actually your actual passion in life that you're supposed to be
Hmm.
doing, and so when it's told to be a punishment, you stop doing it, and
Uh-huh.
but then you're known for it. People are like, oh, if you want to have a person listen to, go to this person. Teresa's really good at being creative. You were always good at creative. That's what you're born with. That's your talent. That's your
Hmm.
passion. But it was
That's your
killed at some
skill.
point, and you have to rebuild yourself and it's like rebranding. It's like rebranding. Yeah, I'm still social media, and you go, girl. Trying to do it all.
Okay. While many people often have a strong sense of confidence as a child, life often throws curveballs that can diminish confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Low self-confidence can feel like being unable to handle other people's criticisms or difficulty trusting yourself and others.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
And I will say to parents, be your children's biggest fan.
Yep. Amen.
You can't go around it. Be your children's biggest fan, biggest encourager. Be upfront there for them to start them off on that journey.
And you
The
know what?
great moment
I'll
is
I'll give you one
go ahead.
example of how simple, how easy it is to really destroy a child's passion.
Confidence.
You have confidence and passion because once the passion is gone, the confidence, because they're being attacked when you if you think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you're doing is wrong. That what you're doing is wrong. That's the message, right? And so kids are really good at self blaming, and so one I was doing a workshop one time, and this lady, she said, "Oh, well, I don't know. I got something to say. And I said, go ahead, say it. She goes, I think I just destroyed my child's passion. And I said, what happened? She said to me that her child wanted to be a nurse, wants to be a nurse. And
Mm-hmm.
she said to her child, why? You can't be a nurse. You don't even like blood. You get squeakish at blood. And the child stopped talking about being a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, now you can repair this now. It's a child. You can repair it. I said, go back to your daughter and, apologize to her and say, I'm sorry that I didn't hear you. Okay.
Okay,
Uh,
I'll pause
tell,
there. Do you find as parents,
hmm
do they find it hard to apologize to the children?
if you are not, I'm going to say this because this is my opinion. This is not, has anything to do with professionalism or anything. It is my opinion. If you are not transparent and confident in yourself as a parent, you will not want your kid to challenge you. And when I say
Mm-hmm.
challenge you, uh, if you do not let your kid see that you're human and you make mistakes and have those conversations around that and admit when you make mistakes, that's called accountability. So you're actually teaching your kid. Then why would that child now be honest and accountable with you? So if
Mm-hmm.
you want accountability in your family, practice what you preach. you
Okay.
know. So yes, for me, I had to learn how to do that. And every Friday, I would have a conversation with my children. I would say, "What am I doing wrong? What do you want? What do you like? And what can I work on?" And so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's not. I mean,
Okay.
kids are people. If you step on somebody's foot, you can say, "Oh well, you're younger than me."
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say sorry. You know what I'm saying? Your hat keeps disappearing, girl.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Mm.
I'll try and fix that. There you go on break.
Okay.
Well, let me distract the audience now. Okay. Shyness is a personality trait where some people are naturally timid around others.
hmm
Being an introvert is also a personality trait, and someone who prefers to turn inward to the internal world for reflection and insight. This is in contrast to extroverts who prefer to engage with other people.
hmm
There's a little quiz that they have there that I can drop in the chat and on YouTube in the
Yeah.
comments
hmm
so that others can try it out or just give us some feedback afterwards.
Nice.
So what do you think causes low confidence?
Oh, lots of things causes low confidence, but it's always
Mm-hmm.
trauma starts it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, for me, my issues with confidence came from not having self worth. So,
I think on limiting a child from exploring
of course, yeah.
is the same thing you said earlier,
hmm
and being critical of everything that they do
Yep. And we love to
instead
criticize
of
as
saying,
parents, huh?
okay, I like it what you just did,
hmm
but let me give you an idea so that you can do it better, that can enhance it. Instead
Yeah.
of saying we did it wrong, especially as a child, because they're exploring, they're learning. Let
hmm
me give you an idea. Try this. Let's see if this one works. Let's add this to that and see what happens. Instead of just coming out and saying, no, that can't work, or I don't like that. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's not
That's
like you're
true.
talking, how people say children are little adults?
They are. They are people.
Yeah, yeah,
What we
children are
we
little
forget
adults.
really easy that that little boy or little girl is going to turn into a
Mm-hmm.
man
And
or a
and they're gonna
woman, and then
remember if
I'm
it's
going to hear you say, "Oh, why he's so rude to me?"
okay. What is it that you did to him all the time when he was younger, or when she was younger?
Yeah, Nikolai, what do you think? What makes for you, what mess with your confidence and cause you to have issues, with building that, or how did you rebuild your confidence? Is another question. Go on, Teresa.
Okay, some of the factors that would contribute to negative sense of self are feeling rejected by your peers,
Mm,
the
that would do
difficulty
it.
in hmm?
That would do it.
Difficulty in transitioning into a constructed idea of adulthood. Why is my hat? This is distracting me.
You
Why
can
is my
take it
hat
off.
falling out? You want to see what you have underneath here?
Yeah, let's see what you have underneath there.
It's a
Take
true
it
that is,
off.
see if
Take
that
it
works.
off.
Take what off the hat?
That.
Make representation and data for the world about what is ideal in a person. I
Mm-hmm.
think people usually go to that. What do you call that? Stigma?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have a stigma, what do you say, a stigma attached.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way you're supposed to be. This is the way somebody's supposed to go.
You know, we do a lot of
And the other
conditioning
one,
of our children. You know, like we do a lot of conditioning of our children. We when we were kids, we were like, "Oh, I will never do that when I'm a parent." You worse.
but there's a thing, it happens, you repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
You repeat it.
I
So
heard
the
myself
same
say
way
something to
you
my
are
kid the other day. I was
treated
like,
when
"Ooh," I said, my mom
you
said that to me.
this the same way you're treated, all things are done when you're younger, you
Mm-hmm.
go through life with that same pattern.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless you go through some sort of therapy or you
Mm-hmm.
change the environment or that you can make that adjustment. It might be a small change, you may be able to make to it, but you tend to stick in that pattern. It's like when we were in primary school, if the rain falls, like when you're a certain age group,
Yeah.
you're being told put your head on the desk. If
Mm-hmm.
rain starts to keep still, you cannot go outside. And as an adult, I tend to struggle when you see the rain is falling. I tend to want to curl
You
up.
know what the most funniest thing is that I forgot about life in Barbados and I went down there, right? Man, I wanted, okay, so Barbados has a restaurant. It starts with a C. I don't know if I can say the word because I'm not promoting, but that place, that restaurant, the famous restaurant that is, I guess, is based from Trinidad. That
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that restaurant, man, you get all the best roadies and everything like that.
Uh,
So, so I'm looking for the roadie
you
rack.
know, restaurant is in the name, but we don't see it here as a restaurant because when you say restaurant, you're looking at some like fine dining, but
Oh,
restaurant is in the name.
well, it's a restaurant me. But listen, let me tell you
Mm-hmm.
finish the story. So I was on my roadie hunt, right? And I was like,
Roti,
I could
huh?
taste it. I could taste it. I was like, ooh, the rain started. Everybody went under the like the overpass. Man, I'm
Mm-hmm.
no.
You just
I got soaked because the raindrops are like extra big down there or something, man.
but it end up
I
putting
was,
you to the front of the line where everybody run for cover.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, right? I was walking in the city with my aunt. I turned around, my aunt was gone. She went under the underpass. So we just kept walking and walking. We were drenched. We were soaking wet. And then
It's
time
like
I got
you
to the
walk in snow.
I got to the restaurant. We walked in. We are like, we're the only ones wet. Everybody's inside the restaurant from the rain too. And then I look outside and the damn rain's finished. The rain's done. Here comes my aunt, dry.
And you
I
dripping.
I don't care. I got my roadie. I don't care.
You and your roti.
I
That's
got
where
my roadie.
you're gonna sell out that place in one evening when you turn up.
I want to sell that place. I want the place. I could bring that back to Canada. It'll be great. Continue.
Mm-hmm. Franchising.
Mm-hmm.
Varying levels of confidence can also show up in different situations. You may feel very confident in maths or subjects you do at school
Right.
because you were socialized and praised to succeed academically. You may feel less confident when it comes to public speaking because you have
I forgot
previously
my jacket.
received criticisms. Hillary's stripping down.
I'm not stripping down,
You
stripping up.
are you putting it back on?
I was gonna put it over my it doesn't have, you don't have the effect of the cowboy because, oh man, I'm injured. Anyways,
Oh
continue.
Lord. Anyhow, you feel less confident in public speaking
There you
because
go.
you previously received criticisms from peers and haven't yet processed the feedback in a useful way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we were saying earlier, you can, how do you say, you have constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. That goes. I
We're
got my
the
summer
worst costume
boots
people.
on.
Hey,
It's
Hey,
distracting me.
Nicolette, what do you think? We're like the worst costume people. I'm taking off. I'm putting on. You taking off. God.
Oh, where's
Continue.
where's what's his name? Where's Rudy tonight?
Rudy's probably
Is Rudy in
probably
at
working.
work?
Oh, that was quick.
Okay, yeah.
What? How did that kick us out so quickly?
Okay.
I don't know what's going
We're
on.
gonna continue. We got 5 minutes in before we give up.
Yeah.
So some of
Continue.
the ways you can build your
Something
confidence. You
wrong
have to
here.
figure out where you lack confidence
Mm-hmm.
and build on that. So if find the root cause of your low self-confidence and provide yourself a map on how to build. Hillary, stop moving.
Keep going, Gar.
Building
Keep
up
going.
more positive self-confidence. A good place to start though is reflecting and writing things down.
Mm-hmm.
Try the exercise to help you to get to the possible root cause of your low self-confidence. So for a week, record your low self-confidence thoughts or things that you say when you have to show up.
Mm.
So write that down first on one side. It's like your do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
And each thought or saying, ask yourself who or what told you that. So that right doing that part also starts in eliminating people.
Right.
Because if you have someone that's going to bring to you negative vibes all the time, negative thoughts, and saying you can't, you don't, that isn't doing anything for your self confidence. You won't believe what
But
Jess run
let me
across.
ask you a question though. If a person keeps saying don't around me and I have low self esteem, am I going to say anything?
That depends on how, what you say, how you see yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That depends on how you see yourself. Because we're taught you also have to know your self worth. So it's the one that's going to keep
Ooh.
bringing you down. Do you
Mm-hmm.
want to be around that person?
Right.
Yeah, one or two
But
things you would
you
do is
see,
remove yourself from
some
that
people.
person, or you, for lack of a better word, put them in their place.
But see, well, this is the thing. When you get the confidence, then you can open your mouth and say certain things. But if you're not
Mm-hmm.
confident in that moment, a person is disrespecting you, you might not say anything. You might just,
And
take it.
then you can remove yourself from
That's right.
that environment, that
Mm-hmm.
situation.
Yep. That's how you help
Mm-hmm.
build it too. Nicholas said, "Yeah, I'm still building my confidence, but I'm further than I was before. I feel once you have self-love, that's right, it makes a
That's
little
good.
easier
Mm-hmm.
to handle challenges." That's so true, Nicola. I agree with that statement. That is so true.
Okay, we're gonna do one more before we go. We got some more
Yeah,
time.
I don't understand why
Understanding,
that timed out so quickly. Did you restart it when you went back in
yeah,
completely?
we
Yeah.
started.
I'm not sure what's going on. YouTube is getting shorter and shorter with
Understand
time.
understand what self-confidence feels like for you. Take the
Hmm.
time to figure out what confidence feels like in your body. If it's a case that you didn't like to wear a particular thing, or you always wear a particular color to hide yourself, or you always wear your hat because
That the hat can be
this is what is
seen.
shield. And like some people, with the whole mask thing now, although the mask requirement has been lifted, some people still wear the mask. They hide behind
You
the
okay?
mask. What?
You just kept putting off the hat.
No, I was showing. I was that was part of my
Oh,
demonstration.
a demonstration. Sorry.
How you will know that you reach a satisfactory level of self confidence? But I start speaking up more at work, or up more, start speaking up more among your peers. You might finally wear that outfit again. You might finally wear that outfit that you wanted to all the time and you never did. You might even introduce yourself to a crush you had at your workspace.
You have a
These are
crush at your
different
workplace,
things
Teresa?
for different persons. Huh?
You have a crush at your workplace?
No, I don't have any. I can't afford to have crushes at my workplace. There's so many different people that I interact with throughout the
Oh,
day.
jeez.
No, Hillary. So it doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. This is your personal measure of confidence. And on that note, we are going to be back with you in a few minutes before our time rudely cuts us off. So
Yeah,
Hillary,
because I'm not sure
you
what's
can
going
give us
on.
a little music on our way on our exit, and we
Yep.
will be back shortly.
Right back.
They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't playing no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, all this fuel got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as it spread.
You got to make sure the link is completely off, because if not, it might cut out again, right?
Yeah, it is off.
Because you came back in real quick than me, and I have a lot of equipment. So you're not using the same link, though. You're like cutting it off and then coming back in like from fresh.
Yeah, I went back to the file, open back up.
Okay. All right, we'll see what happens.
Okay,
We love our
welcome back,
technical issues.
viewers, YouTube land. We are here, and if you missed the first segment, we are speaking about tonight. What's the topic, Hillary?
I ain't scared of being me.
I ain't scared of loving me. Let me just call it.
I just completely changed it. A change up.
Okay. We are talking about confidence and building self-confidence and how you know if you are confident in yourself. And Hillary, are you hot?
I'm so hot. I'm gonna take it off. But my hand
jacket.
hurts. My head hurt. My
Hillary,
back
can you
hurts. So
tell
I'm
us
just
what
like
you're
sitting here,
wearing?
like I'm just not. I was gonna take the
Oh,
heat
your
for a
hand is
minute.
hurting.
Yeah,
Hillary's
I'll be fine.
Hillary's clothed in cow skin. With a
What?
pair of
What do you
hinds
say?
on.
No, it's not. It's fake. Girl, what you trying to do to me?
Okay, let's go to the next one. Align yourself.
Oh, Jesus.
If you find yourself frequently using words like should I be married by 30, or should I have a
Should I be
house by
married by
next
30?
year, or should I do this and that in my life, or
Oh,
put
they're asking
in
for validation.
yes
Okay.
for comments for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Many of the shoulds in your life stem from cultural or familiar expectations.
Mm-hmm.
All of these statements, they are helpful, but ask yourself, is this what you truly want for myself?
Interesting.
You have the power. Yes, you have the power to reclaim your life at that point. Because when you say something to yourself, and what they call affirmations, when you say these things, why are you hiding behind your hat and your hand?
I am in the 70s. Okay, relax yourself. Just talk.
So in the 70s, you just
the 70s, you had to be cool and like I'm a vampire. I'm not even supposed to be in the light. Come on.
Oh, shame. We'll bring you out tonight. Don't worry.
I was looking for those teeth. I couldn't find the teeth. You can't remember the movie where the girl was like, she was just like this. Anyways, go on. Continue. Nicolette's laughing.
You have the power to reclaim Now this is for you, Hillary. You have
Yeah.
the power to reclaim your life at this point.
Oh,
You
girl, I
make the
could reclaim
change.
my life a
So
long time ago.
we're coming from those teeth and that old vampire way, the new vampires, the light doesn't
I'm
bother
the new
them.
breed of vampire. I don't
The,
have the
the
teeth.
light doesn't bother them.
The one that has the dentures instead.
The more that you make decisions aligned with your true self and your desires, the more confident you will become in decision making. Next one, start small. So today I'm gonna make the first step in wearing this dress that I'm not accustomed wearing. This dress that I think that makes me look fat, or this dress that makes me look
That you
too
assume make you look
tall.
fat.
And that's really gonna make your first step. Start small. Make
But
that
that might
change
be
in your
very big
wardrobe.
for some person. So starting small has to be whatever they consider to be small.
Yeah, whatever the
Yeah.
person think that makes them small.
Yeah.
If it's a case of speaking out, start there.
Yeah. For me, it was holding
Mhm.
my head up. I literally
yeah?
I used to walk with my head completely down. Like
So it was more
completely.
than you wanted to see where you're going?
No,
You're being
I was
shy?
good. I could see the bricks on the floor, on the ground.
On the bricks.
No, you look at once in a
Most
while.
of
Like,
us
I'm not gonna bounce
most of us
this.
don't like
You do a dodge thing where you're not
expe-
gonna bounce into anyone. You know, he's walking like this.
most of us don't like experiencing a ton of change at once. Yeah, a lot of us don't like change.
No.
A very important key of self-improvement work is starting
Yesterday's
small.
a change.
Mm-hmm. And the key word is small. Do things that are stretched, but always realistic for you. So perhaps you are not a morning person. Are you a morning person, Hillary?
I'm definitely a morning person. I'm a morning and night person. I don't sleep.
Not committing to waking up at 6 every day
Yep.
to do a morning routine, but instead of trying an evening routine.
Remember to subscribe, people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Go on.
The next one, adopt a growth mindset.
Nicolette said for sure,
Growth?
for sure.
For sure, she's a morning person?
Yeah.
Okay. A growth mindset encourages you to explore
Wait a minute.
beyond
You're a morning person. I disagree. Are you a morning person, Teresa?
I can be.
Anytime you ask a person
I
a
can
question,
be.
right? Hold on. She goes, no for you, Hill. Let me tell you something. If a person ever say to you, you ask a person a question, and the first thing out of their mouth is "I can," that means they can't. Okay.
I can be a morning person.
What you're trying to really say is I am
No,
not a morning
if I have
person.
if I have something to do in the morning, or I'm setting goals to
But
do
naturally,
XYZ,
do you get up in the morning like being up in the morning?
I
Nicholas
can
said,
get
"Nope,
up in
I'm
the
not a morning
morning
person."
and start like if I wake up, I can get up early in the morning at 4
Yeah.
and start my day.
Yeah.
Like if I wake up at 8.
You couldn't live with me then. I wake up like real early.
4 is not early.
But that's every day. I might go sleep around 3.
Yeah.
I might go sleep around 1 and wake up
Almost
at
every
4
morning, like when
or
it's
5.
4:30, especially on weekends. When it's 4 o'clock, I'm up because when I get up, I usually get up and go on hike. So when 4, I'm up to get breakfast, do everything else I need to do.
You're
so
a
that by
morning person?
5:50,
I
I'm out.
disagree. You might be up
Who
in the
you
morning,
talking
but
to?
don't talk to you.
Up and out,
Up and out. Don't have a conversation.
up and gone.
You're more like an
Anyway.
afternoon person. You're real cool and calm in the afternoon.
No, you will fail.
You see how she just
she
just talked over me? You see that? Okay. Once you saw it.
Because I'm
This is what I
telling you
gotta
who I
do
am,
with
you're
every
telling me I'm
time.
not. So why
Uh-huh.
would I argue you on that? No, you will fail, and that's okay. We live in a familiar, averse culture where people mostly just talk about their accomplishments. Rarely do you ever get to hear about people's accounts of failure. We always talk about flaws and assets, really.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just
This
sipping
is
my
it
water.
right here. The same way you embrace your growth, your achievements, embrace your flaws, embrace your assets,
And you know my
and
saying, right?
look at it and analyze it and see how you can improve to make it to build on it, to have that growth mindset.
Yep. Always
Okay.
celebrate your, flaws are lessons, right? They're lessons
Mm-hmm.
that you can actually
Just make you stepping stones,
exactly.
make you stumbling about stepping stones, as they say.
I have another one that I always tell my workshops. I'm not sure. I guess I show my age when I say this. Beirut, he had 1,000 hits and 100. Sorry, 1,000 misses and 100 hits, and we only talk about the hits, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
folks, don't focus on what quote unquote
That's
fail at. See as an opportunity to learn and do better. So,
that's the same thing with one of our West Indian cricketers. They always talk about the high score he made, Brian Lara, for one. They also always talk about Garfield Sobers, but they never talk about the knocks that they made. They go there to face a ball and duck, as they call it, zero. They never talk about that. I always talk about the runs that they made and
yeah.
the records that they have, but they never tell you about what caused them, what road they took to get there.
I think another thing too is if you keep continuously looking at what you fail at as
Mm-hmm.
some, because everyone's like, oh, what, how does this happen to me, and oh my gosh, and they're really to blame. Nicolette said it's like social media. Oh, that's hilarious. That's true. Like social media, man.
This next one goes with that.
Huh?
Stand up to your inner critics.
Yes.
Stand up to your inner critics.
That's
Sometimes you might
yourself.
hesitate
I call it
to trust
toilet
yourself
therapy, baby.
because you receive critical feedback from authority figures earlier in life. It could be your parents, your teachers, community leaders. And we need to have this thing, respect your elders. And something your elders can tell you some really harsh things as a child. And then
Yep,
you always
that's true.
try to, you always, in this mindset, you always have to prove something to that person. Really and truly is you trying to prove it to yourself. So stop beating yourself up. Take that criticism and build on it.
Yep, definitely much so.
Positive feedback. Okay, so because there's gonna come a point in your life that no longer serves you
Right.
because you have moved past that. So standing up to those old criticisms can unlock a whole
But
new level of
one of the
confidence.
things that we do and we don't realize it is, and this is my opinion, that voice in your head is very, very dangerous. It's much, because you have situations where people are conditioned to behave a certain way, right? And then what happens, they continue it after the abuser has left, or the person that has started the harassment has left. So if a person say, for example, oh, you are, I don't know, too tall, and they continuously say that you're too tall, and they start making jokes and fun and bullying you and
Mm-hmm.
whatever. That person, unless that person goes away or even you move away, you now start saying that in your head when anything happens. You walk in a room, people laugh, you think it's about you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's because the self confidence has been damaged, and now you're dealing with some raw information, man. But I think one thing that I believe is that when you treat your child a certain way in public and in private, and other people are around, you give them the permission to treat your kid exactly the same
Exactly.
way you've just
Exactly.
treated them, right? So if you don't want people to treat your kid a certain way, then you might want to take a little note and don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Accountability, baby.
So confidence can also be built by rewriting the script.
Right?
Yeah, rewrite your script. You change your environment,
Some
you write your
counseling.
script.
Another thing too is your
Definitely.
hobby. A hobby can really, really get you to build that
Boost your
self
confidence, boost
confidence.
your self-esteem.
Yeah, find something you really love. Your passion might creep in again because your passion actually really will. If you are in a situation where you're going through trauma or recovering from trauma, if you pull on that passion that you had from a child, you will be so surprised how much motivation that
Boom. There you
builds.
go.
Yeah, it builds that motivation, and then you become inspired, and then the self-esteem starts to build because people then start to give
Hmm.
you praise or whatever, or you even
People be
pat
like,
yourself on your back. I
did
know
you
that whole
just do
saying
that?
about patting yourself on your back is you're showing. Oh, forget about that. It's not showing off. It's telling yourself I did a good job today. It's okay. Pat yourself all you want. Pat away.
Yep, 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 yep. I agree with that. Okay, understand that emotions and feelings are temporary. Emotions go through a cycle of beginning, middle, and end. Although emotions can feel really intense in the moment, they are only short-lived, they're temporary.
Now,
At a very basic, go on.
no, go. Yeah, no, go. Continue. Then I'll say something after.
Which one? Go or stop?
It's up to you. I'll say it after.
Okay. At a very basic level, emotions are psychological response to stimuli in your environment. For example, if your Wi-Fi goes out tonight, don't let it go out now because we're in a podcast. Before you finish your
Get yourself on
podcast,
that stick, on that rocket stick,
you
and
you
tune
may
into Hot Teas with
experience
Pleasure
an
every
acute
Saturday, 8 o'clock. Subscribe.
you may experience acute kind of stress.
Yeah.
Now, if you receive a surprise package from a family member, you may be overcome by heartfelt joy. Another one,
Depends
if
on
you
who the
get a
family member
text,
is and
this
what
is
they
the thing
give
is
you.
that, huh? What was that? This is
I
just,
said depends on who the family member is and what they give you. Might be a gift to
yeah.
them, might not be a gift to you.
Mm. So if you get a text from your ex, you may feel a sharp streak of hot sadness, depending on how he became
Might
your
feel
ex.
a sharp or something, but
Whatever the
you know,
stimuli and
I'm
and
gonna stop you
peer
for a minute. I'm gonna stop you for a
emotion,
minute.
because you tend to relate.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna stop you for a minute. Nicolette mentioned social media. Social
Mm-hmm.
media has known to cause a lot of issues in regards to self-esteem. They've, I'm just gonna get a little serious here for a minute because I don't want to go over that point and like brush over it. Some people have lost their lives over bullying on social media,
Mm-hmm.
and it comes from the constant bullying in one particular area and that person being drilled down to where they think that, they don't have an out. And if you're in a crisis and you feel that way, know that it is temporary. It doesn't feel that way right now, but it is. And you should just call the a crisis line in your area. In Canada, that will be 211 and 311 can help you. They get right to you right away and get the people right to you, the right people to you. So
Mm-hmm.
don't feel like, and you got to turn that screen off, walk away from that computer, tell someone how you feel, and bullies, the ones that are on social media bullying people, that's a crime, right?
Yep, it is.
It's a crime, right?
What
And
do
they
you call it?
catch you.
Cyberbullying?
Yeah, figure out whether a couple of words are worth years in prison. Figure that out. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
thank you, Nicola, for bringing that up. That's so true because, you know, it could be that you have a little trauma in your life or you're dealing with a little something, and that's the added thing, and that's the nail or the string. So when it comes to social media and bullying, I am very, very much, I have personal experience with that, not for myself, but in a situation where the person committed suicide. So yeah,
Wow.
that's not
And
something to play with. And I'm gonna tell you something. You try bullying me on social media, I'm gonna sue you. I'm not gonna try to. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna sue you. I'm
Okay,
not. I'm
our
not gonna let it
crisis
go.
hotline here
Yeah, I'm not gonna
for
let it go.
all who are
That's
listening
some
here in
nonsense.
Barbados.
You know, I find people, any person on social media bullying other people, you're a coward. That's why you're doing it, because you're a coward.
They're hiding
I
behind
said
the
that.
scenes.
Yeah.
And our crisis hotline here is 254-7151.
Say it
So
one more time, Teresa. In Barbados,
two five four
crisis line.
seven
If you
one
feel
five
like that,
one.
there's
That's
no
our
out.
crisis hotline.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, back to the reading. Go.
Go on. Focus on what you can control. I love this. Focus on what you can
Amen.
control. This helps you build your self confidence. You know what they say now? Leave out the noise.
Yep.
Shut out the noise. A lot of times we base our self confidence on things we actually have no control over.
Mm-hmm.
What other people think, the outcomes of a project, and person's reaction. We have no control over that. To
Right.
build your self confidence, not we, you need to release any attachment to things that you can't control and start basing your self confidence on what you have control over.
And that
For
includes
example,
people. I'm sorry, I gotta say
exactly. When
it.
you're
You
working on a,
cannot
if you're working on a
control
presentation,
anybody but yourself.
hmm
Don't
if you're working on
try.
a present, if you're working on a presentation, you might invest a lot of energy into other people's opinion. What do you think about that? It's like me doing a poster. Hillary, what do you think about that? Hillary come with her playfulness. Oh, I don't like that. Move this, move that. Why do you have it so dark? Why do you want it so light?
Playing? Excuse me, I
You
get paid for
know
this.
what?
What do you mean I'm playing? What are you talking about?
It's an example. I'm using
Oh,
it
you
as
give
an
me an
example.
example. Oh, okay,
Oh
okay.
gosh,
I
she's
was like, what the hell?
then the outcome of your project or your peers' reaction to your work can speak about how you take the opinion. You need to build yourself confidence against things that you don't have no control of.
Yeah.
It's you that is going to do the presentation, not your friend. You might go and asking for ideas,
Mm-hmm.
but then to critique it. But in terms of crushing your confidence, if you see it coming over like that, you have to prepare yourself in such a way that this is your passion. This is how you see it. This is how you are presenting it and how much work you have put into it. Okay? Remind yourself of things consistently and repeatedly until they become your new beliefs.
Now, not only that, too, Teresa, but when it comes to controlling, we want to always control the outcome of everything, and we're not gods. We're
Mm-hmm.
not a higher being. And so I find that for some people or persons that I've dealt with, uh, their focus is so much on getting it right, feeling good, that they forget that they're using the mentality of another person. For example, your boyfriend comes home late, you getting all upset, wondering where he was. Right there, he's in control of your emotions. Right there,
Mm-hmm.
because if you were confident in yourself, there's another way to have that conversation. But what we do when we try to control others and things around us because we're so afraid of what could happen, we create more than there is. So we overthink things when you try to
Mm-hmm.
control things.
Okay. Build a like-minded community around you. What does that mean for you? Build a like-minded community
Positivity,
around you.
positive.
There
People
you
that are
go.
grounded, that are positive, that
Mm-hmm.
want to, that they're happy with themselves, happy with their worlds, and just accept their flaws as assets. Those kind of
Mm.
peoples. Change your environment.
Yeah. Creating an international environment to develop your build budding confidence is critical.
This has
Share
getting
your
on my
experience
nerve.
with others.
Yeah.
There are other people out there going through the same thing as you, and you can sorry about that. There are other people going through the same thing as you, And both of you can feed off of each other by sharing the experience, helping each other build that confidence that you need, self development journey.
Let's be real, okay? And I'm going to talk very frank right now. When a person is going through what they're going through and they're trying to build their confidence and you already went through it, sometimes it's hard to be around people like that because you feel as though they're draining you. Okay? So what we're not saying to try to save people. What
No,
we're
no,
saying
no, no,
is,
no, no.
and we're not saying to put your burden onto other people. What we're saying is learn from that person, right? See what they're doing and see what you can use. Be around them, but don't be around them where you are now giving them your issues. And if
Mm-mm.
they're happy, if you're sad, they got to be sad. If you're
Ooh.
angry, they have to be angry. No, you're an individual.
Don't feed off the energy.
Exactly. So, like-minded people are like-minded because they're like-minded. You don't get to go around the like-minded person and now want them not to be like-minded because you're not. So what your job is there is to learn from them. That's what your job is.
Mm-hmm. Find resources, like what she's saying, find resources in your community, like a
Mm-hmm.
therapist, a coach, podcasts like ours, blogs, books. And I find we don't read enough. You always have to get it on a film. When we
I
see it
hate
on a
auto.
film, huh?
I really don't like to do the audiobooks. I was even the other day.
Film, video, camera,
Yeah,
pictures.
no, I like to read. I like to read, touch something. I like to touch it.
Some persons, that's how they go to gather information. Some people like to read.
Mm-hmm.
So you build that foundation. Something was passing, sorry.
So
You build a
basically, self-help book,
foundation
like self-help books, kind of
for
thing.
your new confidence. Sorry?
Like self-help books. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Self-help book, something within your community that will help you develop that confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Call it that self-development journey.
Right, right, right. Hey, Nicolette, what do
And
you do to
as
build to build a like-minded community, or even to take a bit, to focus? What do you do to focus and to build that like-minded community around you? I know when Nicolette comes by, the whole situation is like-minded. Because my kids and her get along real well. But yeah, what do you do to keep yourself, above water? Yeah, continue, Teresa.
mhm. Nicolette was mentioning earlier about social media. Take a break from
Social,
social
the
media.
media. Hmm.
Take a break from social media.
Can I say something? I'm gonna say
Go
it
on.
anyways. uh, Social media was supposed to be a platform for exchanging of information. It has turned into a whole other beast. I mean, LinkedIn
Gossip
still
trap.
does that. There's a lot of networking on LinkedIn and but Instagram, man, oh man,
Facebook.
is the what? Ooh, Lord. I really don't do Facebook. Everything that you see on my Facebook page is being fed through from Instagram. I don't go on there. Sorry. I'm just doing let me just mention it right now. The Eiffel reunion in Barbados next year. I'll be down there for that and for the Sandyford, two reunions in the same month. Look at that. I hope they're next to each other.
Is
So
it?
yeah, I'm coming down for both of them, and so I think it's going to be a good time. And Hot Tea with Pleasure is going to be live in Barbados, July 28th. That whole week, we're going to do other spots, but on 28th, we're going to have a panel of people. Hopefully, we'll be on the beach, have the beach in the
Not
background.
hopefully. We will be on the
Yes,
beach.
yes. And we're gonna have a tea vendor come in and display her tea and talk a little bit about her tea. We're gonna have
Hmm.
other
I'm
podcasters that are on
excited
the
about that
island.
one.
We're inviting them for a panel, and we're just gonna have a great, great, great time. So that's July 28th. If you're in Barbados, come by and see us. If you are not in Barbados and you want to travel down, right time because it's crop over time is down there. I'm definitely staying for crop over. Never been to
Yeah,
crop
leading
over,
into
but I
crop
will be
over.
going. Teresa's gonna make sure that I go.
I'm gonna make sure you're on the beach.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
can't
summer ready.
swim.
I'm
Nicolette
summer
say I had
ready.
a friend like that. If you are happy, nobody can be happy. I kept my distance. I asked myself, Would she do the same for me? And the answer was no. That was good enough for me. Bye, Felicia. She said, bye,
Process of
Felicia.
elimination.
You go, girl.
Cultivate compassion. Cultivate a sense of self-compassion can help you to sympathize with yourself when you experience difficulties in life. This can also help you turn away from
Ooh.
negative, demeaning self-tasks and towards a more loving, nurturing way to talk about yourself.
My back's
We
on
tend to
fire.
be
Sorry.
so hard on ourselves and put ourselves down.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Hillary in her outfit again. Here we go.
No, my back's hurting. Come on, let's wrap it up.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Well, where's the jacket? The jacket is gone again.
I know. Girl,
Oh,
it's almost
God.
9 o'clock. What?
Compassion is key
Wow.
in cultivating self-confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Holding on to past mistakes and failures really affects how confident we are. If we can be a kind of person and allow ourselves to let go of those moments, then we allow ourselves to trust ourselves
Now,
and
now,
grow.
now, you know something that one thing that I will give as something that worked for me and that I encourage people around me to do. Nicolette goes, hashtag, asterisk, if she's not happy, my bad. We got it, Nicolette. No, one thing that I always tell people, the word allow. You have to realize, and I'm not blaming, I'm saying looking at your actions within any relationship, whether it be intimate or friendship, any situation. See what, here goes that situation there again. see what see what part you played, you know, your part, not anybody else's. No finger pointing, just looking at yourself and saying, what did I do here? You know, what caused this? Look at your role and learn from it, and to, you know, either don't do it again. If it was a good thing, perfect. If it wasn't, then learn from it. But that word allow, you have to say, what did I allow to happen in this situation, and why did I not act? And that's how you change, and that's how you build confidence, by accepting your mistake.
Yeah.
Yep. Cultivate
And
compassion, baby.
last but not least,
Don't be so hard
find
on yourself,
professionals-
people.
find professional support.
Teresa,
Pardon?
don't be so hard on yourself.
If building self-confidence has become a discouraging pursuit, it might be time to lean on professionals for some guidance. You can
Get a life
link
coach.
her up on her social media page on Instagram. You can find her Speaker Sandyford it is?
Yeah.
Or Speaker H.
Speaker
She's a life coach.
H Sandyford.
Say it again.
Speaker H Sandyford.
There you go.
Yeah.
If
Not
you
this
need
year
to
though.
get
Next
that
year.
for national
Hit me up
professional
next year.
support.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Say hit me up next year. I'm not taking anyone for this year. Hit me up next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for you need a professional coach, there you go. A life coach. There
Life
you go.
coach.
And with the internet, it's so easy to find sports therapists nowadays.
Very easy.
If you have issues with movement, that's when you check me. I'll keep you moving. I'll keep you
Nicolette
active.
said it's
But
a great skill
coach,
to have
check
to
Hillary.
correct yourself, because a lot of people don't care. That's true. You know, in today's world where everything is so fast paced and everyone is very sensitive to everything, you have to really, you know, I always say, I give this analogy. If the plane's going down and you take the mask and you put it on the child, you cannot save that kid because now you're dead. So you put the mask on yourself first, and then you try to help others around you. That is also helping and building your confidence, because when you can help yourself, and self-love, self-care is what we really do here with lubrication, lubricate your life. You know, if you do that, then you can help others. It's so many, especially females, when it comes to mothers especially, we try so hard to help everybody and we forget ourselves. You know, and we forget that if we don't put ourselves first, then the kid still suffers. So you have to put yourself first so that your child does not suffer in that manner. You know, loving yourself, doing little things for yourself, getting that little something that makes you feel better, or once you get lock the darn toilet washroom door.
God.
It's okay. Well, they safe. Go in the washroom and lock the door. Take a 10. But seriously, we always, as parents, we are always like trying so hard for the child, but we forget the most important
Mm-hmm.
part that child
But
needs,
build
and that is you.
boosting your
You know.
the benefits of you boosting your self confidence is plentiful.
Mm-hmm.
You're building resilience to try new things. You're a better performance. You're creating the life that you want,
That's right.
and discerning people or other person's motive versus your own desires. Making your own decisions according to your true self. So the bottom line is, why most of us are born healthy level are born with a healthy level of confidence,
Yeah.
life throws us challenges that can derail our sense of guidance.
That's
What we
right.
must do, reclaim that confidence. Reclaim that confidence is possible and worth every effort
And stop
for living a
apologizing for
more
things you haven't done.
fulfilling life.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that again. Reclaiming that self-confidence is possible and worth every effort for living a more fulfilling life.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay?
remember, you get to determine what is fulfilling to you. It's not what other
Mm-hmm.
people say. What we do, as a disclaimer, that was information we were reading, and we do agree with some of the things that they said, but we also think that you have the ability and you have the knowledge of yourself and what works for you and what makes you feel better and what makes you feel good. Not fake love, real love, all of that. So at the end of the day, it's you who will have to determine what works for you. We can just tell you what worked for us. We can tell you what experts say. But at the end of the day, you have to do the work, put in the time. You're just as important as the next man. So that's a wrap up. We're done. So,
We got minutes of the countdown.
yeah, I'll say, I'll just do a real wrap up here. Allowance. Look in your life and see what you allow in your life. Hey, baby Eiffel, how you doing? He said, baby Eiffel say, it's society that has us programmed to apologize for the things that we haven't done.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's true.
Yep,
It's
that's
society,
true.
but it also comes from, your environment and how you were raised and the things that you do. They have a joke that they talk about Canadians always saying sorry. They do say sorry a lot. You would hit a Canadian, they say sorry. I'm just saying it happens. And we know, Nicholas say true, true, true. That's right. So,
Okay.
allowance is something that you have to really look at when it comes to any kind of relationship, what you're doing. Don't be so hard on yourself. Put the mask on yourself first and build that confidence from within. If you really need a friend, let friends around you know that you trust, that you truly trust, with you, that you need just a little booster and maybe once in a while the extra phone call. And if you ever have a situation where you feel like this is the end, that you don't have an out, you do have an out, it is very temporary. I promise you it's temporary. Take up the phone, call 911, or in Canada 211, 311. They also work. In Barbados it's
211, 311.
there you go. And, or tell someone, ask for help. Don't think that you are alone. Build that confidence, everybody, and then build the confidence to subscribe and like, comment, and share. And we will see you next Saturday here on Hot Teas with Pleasure. That is the
Let
end
me
of
close let
October.
me
We
close
had
up
a
with my
great,
costume.
yep. Teresa's back in her costume and the disappearing hat. Now she disappeared
There you
completely.
go.
All right.
Summertime
Okay,
and Ben.
everybody. Nicolette, thank you for coming through. Baby Eiffel,
Thanks,
thank you,
Nicolette.
thank
You're
you,
always
thank
there
you.
supporting.
Nicolette's a really great fan of ours, and we thank you all for tuning in for another Hot Tea with Pleasure. Teresa is in Barbados showing off with her sunglasses and her hat and got us here in Canada getting chilly. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye, everybody.
Okay.
Bye, Teresa.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, Nicolette.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win your life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life. I never miss, that's fact. Taking big swings, hand me the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag. Cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light.